Casual stream tonight, just kind of chilling. So if you're watching me, I'm just going to finish the dog's foot. It's bothering me. So this is going out, shipping out tomorrow, and just need a couple of final details, and then we're done. So if you just joined me, what I did is I got a new setup. I got a different camera, and then instead of streaming off my phone, I'm using my PC. So using OBS, which is a free broadcasting software, and that should help not only put the image of what I'm painting up here, but also allow me to put graphics or other camera shots or whatever. So it's more of a formal streaming setup. So again, this is just a casual stream tonight. So break out your iced tea or beer, whiskey shots, whatever you prefer. Here's what we're using tonight. We're using 175, my dark brown. We're using 199, which is black. White, it's got stuff on it. Tan, pink, and another white, which is just a colored pencil. Looks like I need to get a new one of these. So let's do the foot. So you can see the foot picture over there. Let's see, what do we got? So it looks like we have like a little thing coming down through here. It's just touching there. So it's pink, but it's not in your face pink. And this is just a colored pencil. This is blush pink. Blush pink colored pencil. I've never seen anybody use colored pencil on pastel before. I probably should not do it, but I'm never good with stuff I should not do. So as most people that know me would tell you. So that's a little pink there. And a little pink there. So that looks all right. Yes, it looks not bad at all. Cool. Okay. And then, so that goes here. That goes a little up. This goes a little down, and this is way up. So over here, it looks like that we have not quite as bright a pink. So I'm just not going to press this hard and see if that works. Got one comment. It's not showing comments. Hey, Dana, is the sound not good? There, okay. I will try to fix the sound after I finish. So we got this. Turn it up a little. Have mine all the way up and I can barely hear you. Maybe if I yell. I'm not sure how to adjust the sound. This is a test. So, okay, Dana, I'll try to fix it. All right. So, Dana, I'm just talking about that we're just doing a casual stream, just kind of chilling. I just wanted to get some patterns in here and get some stuff in here because this is shipping out tomorrow, so maybe if I get closer to the microphone. Yeah, when I listened to it myself, it sounded low, so I'll try to fix that. You got it all the way up and you can't hear it. Yeah, that's true. Everything is new, so I don't have that much experience playing with this product. All right, now we're just gonna get like a brown here, and a brown there, and so he's got a defined shadow like right here. So that looks all right, and it's got like hairs coming out of it, so I'm just gonna try to get that. For now, I'll just try to get closer to the camera and talk louder. Maybe that'll compensate. So try to get shadow here. That looks all right. Shadow there. That looks all right. That doesn't look half bad. It looks absolutely terrible, but that doesn't look half bad. I'm going to hypnotize myself. How the heck do you pack it to ship it in pastels? Good question. I'll make a video on that. So what I do is I'll get glassine. And glassine is like wax paper for your kitchen, except it's fancier. In reality, you could probably use any non-stick paper that is slippery. Does that make sense? So it has a layer on it that's slippery. So What it won't do is grab the pastel and yank it down during transit. So this is called glassine, Glassine. And you can get that from art stores, etc. So what I do, I get a big roll and I'll wrap this twice with the glassine and I'll make it tight so that the pastel can't move. Yeah, you probably could use parchment paper. I haven't tried. I just go by whatever the current product is that's nifty and new. So somebody said glassine. I'm like, ooh, what's that? So I had to go buy some, of course. You know, art people, we're just going to go buy whatever the new cool thing is. So, but it works out pretty good. I don't know if you could use parchment paper or not. I mean, I'll look and see. That's a good question. Because if you don't have glassine, yet another art product you have to buy. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Alright, cool. Anyway, so then I'll just wrap it in bubble wrap, and then I'll go with that. And then hopefully it doesn't break on transit. I've never really had a problem. I think the only problem I've had is somebody getting it wet after delivery. And so now I've started actually including a sheet that says, hey, don't get it wet. Don't step on it. Don't run over it with a truck. You know, things like that. So that helps. So I haven't had anybody run over it with a truck, but you know. All right, I'm going to put hairs here. And this is just a colored pencil, white. And we don't want it this straight of line, so I'm just going to kind of come in a little bit with it. And then come in a little bit with it here. So go back here. And then we have like a light tan color over here. I'm going to try to nail that just a little bit. Yeah. Cool. And then over here, it looks a little darker. So we're going to use my favorite thing of all time, which is 175. You know, that's like a really, really dark brown. And we have a shadowed area here. Yeah, do not spray. What I do is I'll take it outside, and like Bob Ross said, I'll beat the devil out of it. So what you do is you mount this piece of paper to the cardboard, and then once it's on the cardboard, you turn it upside down, you take it outside, and you just whack the crap out of it. And that will get, because this is velour, it's like a soft velvety paper, it will get all the loose pastel that's sitting on the top of it and fall off. And so all the embedded pastel that you've mashed in there with pencils and etc. will stay. And so you get a nice mix of not too much pastel on the surface that's going to move around, but you didn't really change it. So yeah, when you spray it, it completely changes color. I mean, it effectively just ruins, at that point, it just ruins the painting. So I would not, by any stretch of the imagination, spray velour especially. I think if you're using some of the thinner papers, you know, these like really, 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 really shallow, thin papers that don't have a lot of tooth to them, and you're probably going to have to spray those because the pastel, the whole pastel is just sitting on the top at that point. So you're probably going to have to spray those. But for velour, since the pastel sits in so much, you don't have to spray it, right? At least I don't spray it. I'm sure there's somebody somewhere that sprays it. This foot is looking absolutely terrible. I'm not trying to fix it. That. Maybe if we put the end of the foot on. It's a casual stream, demonstrating that I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to feet. I'm like really good with fur, and then I get to the feet and it looks terrible. Unfortunately, the foot is like one of the main things in the painting, so you kind of have to get it right. So I'll just fiddle with it until it looks okay. That looks good, that looks good, and then you have a layer up there, and that looks okay. And then you have like a degraded brown inside of here. It's all right. And a permanent mount. Now put it on the cardboard because it's a really thin paper. I mean, you can see the shadow here. It's really, really thin paper. If you don't mount the thin paper to something, it starts to curl. And when the paper starts to curl, that's pretty much the end of it. So at that point, now you have to stop what you're doing and make the paper straight again by mashing it, and now you've affected your pastel, and that's not good. So what you don't want is this paper just running loose. So I just mount on the cardboard. And the cardboard allows you to go outside and beat the devil out of it as well. So if it wasn't on the cardboard, obviously you couldn't get like this really thin piece of paper and beat the devil out of it, right? So I'll show you just how thin this is. Let me get a piece that's not painted on. So here's how thin this stuff is. You can see, if this is going to focus, you can see that's like really, really thin. So it comes on board to where they'll get the paper and they'll mount it on a piece of board, which helps a lot. But if you just have the paper by itself, then you run a really bad risk of having it warp on you or do all sorts of bad things. So I don't mess with that. A permanent mount? No. You really could not frame this. You're gonna have to take it off the cardboard to frame it, because the cardboard is so thick that any mat that you would use would be offset too much. So I have 4 pieces of tape. Every corner has a piece of tape, and the framer or the person is going to rip it off and then put it into the frame and then put the mat on top of it. So any professional framer will remove my tape and put their own tape on it. So no, it's not a permanent mount. It's just for stability. Otherwise, it's just going to be all over the place. No, I just use regular tape. I'm too cheap to buy the special tape. All right, that, and then if I put white right here, it's going to give that 3D effect, I think. That's the problem. This needs to be super, super sharp. Super, super sharp. But it's Prismacolor. If you sharpen it too much, it'll snap in half. Why do you do this to me, Prismacolor? Shatter my dreams. Alright, so that's looking better. Yeah, it's called Blanc or white. Yeah. So this is Prismacolor white. Just want something white to go there to give an illusion of depth. And then up here, because the light source is coming up there, I don't think this foot's going to look very good. It's going to be a terrible stream. Like, everybody's going to put the stream and like laugh at me for the rest of my natural life. Look, it's foot. That foot is terrible. But tomorrow I'm starting a cat, so the cat is going to be cool. So I have 2 cats, no, 3 cats. Oh, no, I got 4 cats? Yeah, 4 cats and then 11 dogs. And then I got 4 oil paintings and a horse. Be busy for a while. Hey Sherry, how are you? What kind of cat? It's a friend of mine's cat, and we got 1 black cat. So we're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to release our inner 3rd grader and just want to smooch color as fast as possible. And then go in and do long hair. So it's a long-haired cat, so I'm not going to use velour. I'm actually going to switch to pastel matte for the long-haired cat, because the pastel matte you can make really, really long hair that looks good. Velour is not that friendly to do that. So, and then she has 2 cats, and then I have another cat that's a gray cat, and then I have another cat that's like a gray and black cat. So the last cat is going to be kind of difficult because there's a lot of little details in that cat. So that's going to be cool though, because you're going to see something other than velour. I know everybody says, what kind of paper are you using? I say velour, and they go, why do you use velour? And I say, because it gives a natural softness to this dog, but if you're doing a cat with really long hairs, velour is just going to kill you. What time are you starting? I have no idea. Whatever time I'm breakfasted up, and I don't know. I probably should schedule it, huh? That would assume that I have some sort of professionality to me. I'm going to start whenever I wake up. So I'm going to check Twitch and see if there's any raids going on. Hey Sherry, thank you. Yeah, I know, Dana, I'm sorry. I will fix the volume after the stream. So I'm not sure why. It's a new webcam. I'm not sure why it doesn't pick up. It's probably a setting that I have in here, but I will fix it for photo for tomorrow. So I'll sit here and figure it out. If it takes me all night, I will figure it out. The good news is I have a separate recorder that I'm going to use for my YouTube. So I'll fix the volume here, but if you can't catch the stream, you can go to YouTube and I'll have all this stuff on there. And I'll pick this recorder here up. Oh, don't fall. No. So I picked this recorder up. And this is a nice recorder. I like this thing. So it's going to give me a professional audio quality, unlike this webcam. The webcam where you can't hear a thing. Yeah, okay. So that looks alright, I guess. Well, no, it doesn't look alright at all. I'm trying to cover it. I know that there's a shadow coming right here. And there's a shadow underneath there, so that looks alright. I think that's what I'm missing is this shadow. It's clear but soft. Alright, yeah. Something wrong with the audio. When I tested it, it was a little low, but I didn't think it was that low, which is why I'm doing a stream, just to see if I can discover any weaknesses to this new setup and fix them, because I don't want to have a miserable stream. But good news, I can actually see comments now. So the main complaints that I had in the last few streams was, number one, they wanted to see the what I was painting, which makes sense. And number two, they wanted to, everybody would say hi, and I never saw them. And I feel bad, because you're like, somebody says hi, and you're like ignoring them. Like, that Mitch is stuck up. Nobody likes me so stuck up, he doesn't say hi. So now I can see everybody put their time. Alright, so then you have here, and then you have like a little area effect here, it kind of comes out, and then you have this area here that comes out. So this is a gift. This is not a commission, this is a gift for a friend. And I showed it to them and they freaked out, so that's a good thing. It's always good. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll fix the audio tomorrow, so I won't be so bad to hear. And right now I'm like a centimeter away from the camera, so hopefully that helps a little bit. All right, so I have this dark area here. So if you can see on the reference photo, you have that dark area there. All right, so that's looking a little better. Yeah, so that's looking a little better. I like it. It needs to be smoothed out. What you don't want is like a lot of bunched up shadow. You want shadow to be nice and smooth. So I'll do that. All right, that looks all right. I think what my biggest problem is I'm just not bringing down the nail. I'm not bringing down the nail. So because it does look really long in the picture, and yeah, the nail looks alright. It's not that white. Oh, this white's killing me. No, Prismacolor, don't do it. No. Okay. So just go over it like that. So I'm just gonna glaze it with this black, and then so it's not popping. I don't want the nail just to like completely pop out. Like, whoa, dude. Alright, so how long does it take you to finish one of these? This was 2 hours, and I'm probably gonna spend another 20 minutes, about 2 hours, 20 minutes. It shouldn't take you really long at all to finish these. When I'm doing it for video, I'm going slow. Normally I'll go really, really, really fast. So you'll see me just like slam through this. Like this whole area here. So the entire dog for the base coats, that's probably 30 minutes. Doesn't really take me long at all. But I'm doing it on video. I don't want to like freak people out and do it like really fast. I'll do the cat tomorrow. I'll do the cat fast, and you'll see more at my normal speed. So about an hour or two each day. Yeah, normally I would do it all at once, but I'm lazy. So I just do it in incremental spurts here and there. So I like to just relax when I come home, and I'm addicted to video games. So I watch video games on Twitch, and if somebody's having like a raid, then I have to go like watch their raid. I'm like, man, they're raiding. They've got a new boss or something, doing progression. I gotta go watch. That's just me. So it depends on what's on. We pick up the reflection of the paw or not. I'm glad you're here. I didn't even think about it. Sure. All right. So I got my tan, Carbothelo tan. This is the 660. You make an excellent point. Let's pick up a little reflection like that. Here you go. A little bit. Not like in the face, but just a little. Yeah, and then you got a pretty good reflection over here where it comes down through here. Yeah, that gives it a 3D look. As well, I know we had reflection of the collar, but it wouldn't hurt to have just a little reflection here. And we did the reflection of the collar, so do a little reflection here. Not like a lot, but just a little bit, just so that you see it coming out. It's all right. And then we can refresh the collar reflection with a colored pencil. I know I did it yesterday a little bit, but it could use a little more. I just do that with a colored pencil, so your eye just catches it. Just catches it. It's like not too much, but it's there. And that's just glazing with a colored pencil, so it's like whatever. Also pick up the reflection of the face. Not really, because the marble doesn't come out far enough to pick up the face. So if you look at any reflection, this from the top of the marble to the bottom of the marble, you're only going to get 1.5 maybe, or 2. So you're talking from here to here, be here to here. So I'm going to have a lot of facial features in that. So the paw doesn't look amazing, but it looks okay. I mean, it's sufficient that I'm just going to add a couple more things. I'm going to call it a day with this paw. It doesn't look fantastic, but I want to make another video on how detailed you need to be on this. So far you've been using colored pencils and not pastels. No, this is pastel. All these are pastel except for this one and this one. So I've been using pastels and colored pencil. The benefit of colored pencil is that it mushes down the paper and it makes a unique mark that's unusual. And it's unusual that it's unusual and it's cool. So that's why I like colored pencil occasionally, but I'm not going to do the whole thing in colored pencil. So that was bothering me yesterday. All right, so I want to glaze this is a pastel pencil. I just want to glaze the nose. I have like this. So he's got little splotches on his nose. Just going to do that. So I just want some darker area like down here. And then I already did this darker area here. I'm going to define the nostril a little bit more. And over here, define the nostril a little bit more. And then underneath the nostril, you have like this little light area, just a little lighted area, like right there. Not too much. But you see that just adds some cool feature to it. As well as over here, you have this reflected area. So I'm just going to add that. And then we have like little freckles. Like this across the nose right here, right. And it's just subtle. It's not too much, but it's just a subtle little thing there. Let's see, and here just gonna add that. And you can add like the little freckles across there too as well. So that gives it a nice, more realistic look to the nose. So it's all right. My cardboard is not exactly flat, it's just like a weird looking thing. And then you have like an outline here, the nose, and then it comes across through there. So yeah, it looks nice. That looks good. And then we have an outline here across the nose. that's coming back from the other reflection. So yeah, I like it. And then outside of the nose, outside of any dog's nose, you have these little freckles. So the nose just doesn't start. Is in the photo a little darker than the pastels, huh? Question. The dog looks a little darker and more red. Is that just the video? Yes. I adjusted the color balance. I probably adjusted it down too much. I just want to do these freckles. That's good. Extend the nose out just a little bit with the freckles. That looks good. And then bring up the nostril out a little bit more. Okay, cool. All right, that looks good. I mean, this is not photorealistic. We're not going to sit here for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and make every little hair, but I just wanted to come in and just kind of fiddle with the video, fiddle with my setup a little bit. And thank you for all your feedback, for pointing out that my color balance is a little off and the volume is way too low. So I'm going to go fix all of these things. And then we have like this light area here. So now we have a dark area already, but now we have a lighted area. And so whenever you have any darks, you need to come in with some lights and kind of balance it out a little bit. So we're going to do that here and then across through there. You use cardboard so you get the soft effect instead of hard surfaces behind your work. No, I use cardboard, Dana, because I need something to mount. The paper is really thin. Let me show you the paper. The paper is super thin, and if you don't mount it on something, then it's just going to curl and wrinkle, and it's going to look terrible. So I mount it. And mounting it on cardboard allows you to turn it upside down and whack the back of it really hard, and it gets all your loose pastels free as well. So that's why I have that. So that looks all right. All right, that looks all right. And the darks where I wanted it. So the foot is not at a level that I'm happy with it. So what I'm going to do is, I think what's missing is like this area right here, and area that separates like right there, and that area there. So that's all right. What am I not happy with? That. And I need some separation here. There. That looks alright. That doesn't look amazing, but it looks alright. So I kind of shoot for what looks good 3 to 6 feet away, as well as what looks good behind glass. So glass will forgive a lot of sins, if that makes sense. So if something doesn't look quite right, once it's behind glass and it's not as pronounced, you get kind of a free pass on a lot of stuff. So the benefits of having some art form behind glass, if you did like a painting though, that's the problem with a painting. If you did a oil painting, that ain't behind glass. Any little thing you do wrong. That's why oil painting portraits are so hard, man. Anything you do wrong is going to really magnify itself, especially if they put it in a well-lit room. At least with pastels, like a little dog painting, they're going to put it in the hall. Sponges to soften your edges, no. Oh, you're talking about like the pan pastel sponges? You can't really use pan pastel on velour. Pan pastel is like a wet medium, and when you try to use it on velour, it will clump up and stick. It would be like trying to layer your carpet with peanut butter, so you get kind of that same effect, which that's probably a bad visual, but it's fairly accurate. I mean, try to put peanut butter on your carpet, and it's just going to stick in the shag, and it's not going to look good, and everything else will be kind of weird. So pan pastel doesn't look good on velour, but velour also doesn't blend very well as well. So if you're trying, somebody else brought that up on a forum today. They said that velour just doesn't blend. forget who that was. So I'm like, yeah, you're not really going to blend with velour very much. You have to sort of hope that you get it right the first time, and a lot of prayer, you know. I hope I got it right the first time. Otherwise, it will never look bad. Just going down through this ear here. No, I don't use velour all the time. Tomorrow, I'm going to be using Pastelmat. So if you've ever watched the legendary Jason Morgan, which you absolutely should, he uses a lot of Pastelmat, and all he talks about is Pastelmat. And I like Pastelmat for kitties with long hair, which is what we're doing tomorrow. So doing a cat with long hair, and you absolutely, positively must use Pastelmat for stuff like that. If you try to do velour long hair, you will be there forever trying to get it right, and it just will never look right. I mean, I'm sure there's a technique. I know one technique that I use when I do that is use a colored pencil, but that only goes so far. That's like cheating at cards. You could probably get away with it, you know, a little bit, but if you keep on doing it a lot, it's going to be bad. Is it like sandpaper? I'm not sure. All pastel surfaces are like sandpaper. Is it Bev? Bev is legendary. You need to go look at Bev's stuff. It's absolutely amazing. Alright. Let's see. That looks alright. So you just got some hairs here, hairs there, just got some final details here. And everything I say is just my opinion. I'm sure there's somebody else that will scream and yell at anything that I say and say, you know, that's not right. Which is okay, everybody has their own style. But my style is I just want to get it done quickly and move on to the next one because I'm ADD, or what is it, ADHD now. We graduated from ADD back in the 80s to ADHD. And I'm not sure how valid ADHD is in some cases. Because you have like some kids that will play a video game for 12 hours and then they'll go to school and they'll be bored immediately. That makes you wonder, maybe the school should be more like the video game. You could be interested and not have the ADHD. Okay, what's up here? What was the longest time you spent on a pet pastel? 4 hours. The longest time I've spent on a colored pencil was 28 hours. But pastels? No. And pastels, you get to cheat. You don't have to do as much stuff. In my wrist, look, I'm in my wrist, I'm just barely touching the paper. With the colored pencil, you have to mash down pretty hard. So I can do pastels longer, and yet it doesn't take as long. So it's quite the conundrum. Right? So I know up here we have like little shadows. Little shadow coming down through here. And then over here we have a shadow. So yeah, if it takes you longer than 4 hours on a pastel, you're doing something wrong. Or you're going into too much detail, in my opinion. Again, just my opinion. I would not go into that much excruciating detail because of two things. One, it's going to be behind glass, and two, they're going to look from 3 to 6 feet away. If you want to do every hair, then that's cool. And I know some people like make a living doing every hair, like Jason Morgan does every hair, and his stuff looks amazing. But I'm not shooting for that level of perfection, if that makes sense. So I love his stuff. I don't do that level of perfection. I just want to get it done and move on to the next one because I get bored easy. So, let's see. Up here we have this. And we have that. And a lot of times, a painting, do you prefer oil or pastels? If I'm doing a landscape, please God, give me oils. If I'm doing a pet, I don't know. You saw, look at my icon on Facebook, my profile icon, and that was oils, and I had a good time with that. I have to say, I'm going to try that out again. I do have some more oil stuff coming over soon, so watch for that, and that's going to be a few oil paintings that I need to be doing. All right, so then we have this area here, around there. And then you have this area here. This area here looks like that. Alright, so that's pretty good. We have like this slight highlight, and I'm just barely pressing on this. Barely pressing on this one. Let's go back and see your Facebook page. You should show your pastel sets. Oh God, I have so many pastels. You would make fun of me. You'd be like, dude, how much money have you wasted on art junk? And the answer is a lot, I guess. You find that you use most of all pastels. Yes, for pets. It reduces my time sitting here. I like reducing my time sitting here, so I'll do pastels. I have not done pastel landscapes, although Bev has done some landscapes that are so stunning that take my breath away with pastels. So I need to check that out. I definitely need to check that out. But I have 11 dogs to do. I have 4 cats. So I'm not sure when I have time. All right, does it look good? Yes, Facebook, that looks okay. That looks all right. Like the foot, that doesn't look half bad. I mean, if you zoom out, it doesn't look half bad. All right, so I'm gonna put. I know we have a little darker color in here, and I'm just gonna do that real quick, and then I'm gonna stop touching it. I preach to stop touching it. Don't sit there and mess with it for hours and hours and hours and hours for no reason. And I know Jerry Yarnell has the same thing. He said, don't piddle, play, or putter. Yeah. So, all right, final thing, guys. We need to put the little spots where the whiskers are coming out. Kind of do this a little bit, but I want to get them more defined. And come out here, and then get the whiskers up here, and he's got like a couple of whisker spots up here. All right, you ready? Maybe a little more depth around the eyes, snout area. Huh? Yeah, it could be a little blacker, I guess. All right, so we're doing the whiskers. Here we go. So if you're doing whiskers or any long hairs on velour, because of the nature of it's like a carpet, it's hard to do. So what I do is I resort to colored pencil, and then you put your colored pencil down and you pray that you don't mess the whole painting up. So we got one whisker out here. That's all right. We got one whisker coming down through there. Got one whisker that's straight. Got another whisker that's sort of curved like that. And we got another whisker coming through here. And finally we got one that's like curved. Looks all right. That whisker's a bit much. That doesn't look half bad. Okay, we'll come over here. We got one whisker coming up there. Whoops. No. All right. That looks kind of freaky, but let's see if I can undo that. Undo. Control Z. Control Z. Hello. Control Z. All right, so I'm just going to mush the pastel and hope nobody notices. It's coming across there, a little too high on that whisker. All right, so we're we're going to come across through here. That looks good. And then through here. And then he's got a couple, like in this area there. There we go. He's got a couple of short ones. He's got some short here. And then he's got like some light whiskery hairs here. Yeah, here, whisker hair there. And then he's got like a bunch of little whiskers coming out the side of here. Little whiskers here. Alright, that looks alright. Except for that one freak whisker. Let's see if I can smooch that over. Smooch that over, just push it down a little bit. And make it like it didn't happen. That didn't happen at all. Alright. Well, it did happen. If I can get this and undo the whisker. I told you I was going to run the painting. Alright. Alright, that looks good. I can't really see the whisker anymore. Glad you messed up so you can pick up how to fix it. I didn't really fix it. I just kind of, I got the pastel dust and I moved it over the mark. So that's all I can think of doing. Put more pastel dust on top of it. Yeah, it looks all right. Okay. All right, so whiskers look good. Probably a little more glossy detail on the eye. Other than that, I think we are good. Yeah, I think we're good. So again, this is not going to be photorealistic. I'm not going to spend 20 hours on it, although you could. So it's like whatever. All right. Well, thanks for joining me today. Thank you for helping me test this out. Now we'll fix the volume on the camera, and then fix the little too much red on the color balance. So, all right. Have a great evening, everyone.